Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Drakomar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. I actually get a shocking amount of recognition for it, so I'm obviously going to try to continue that, especially because I have to prove to my clan that I am what I say I am. I'm not done with Elder Scrolls by any means. Well, this is going to be rough. I might even need an armager to actually get this done. Well, yes, not... Going to keep going. Yes. They would be able to duo... Let's keep going. Where are we? Let's just keep it going. go. Make them like that. Perfect. Perfect. They don't have the speed. Ooh, nice. I'll take that. Cleopteryx putting in some work. We gotta keep going though. We gotta keep nuking because I gotta get to the boss and the strategy of the boss because otherwise we are going to fall behind. I'm still amazed nobody was interested in the fact I killed a Cyrodiil Emperor. That is extremely rare if you don't play Cyrodiil a lot, by the way. I just want to point that out. There we go. Energy drain is annoying. There we go. Get rid of Tomb Lord. Come on, kill the Tomb Lord. Please. Thank you. After that, we can go to Secret Room 6, check it out. I like how they keep talking about ranking up champions long after you probably have an army of them and you pretty much have all you want or what you think you want, but reality is that you need more than that. Like, unless you've wailed super hard by this point, and then maybe not. But, like, I still have Mashald. If I got a Mashald, I would have auto-maxed him. No question. And I would have brought him to 60. He's that insane. Jintoro's already insane. I am planning to get him to 60 or whatever, but... like... Mashald is on another level. Mashald can quite literally solo so much. It's ridiculous. Mashald as a solo arena champ is ridiculous. Like, genuinely stupid. Anyway, I mean, Cleopteryx can put in some work, but she's kind of squishy, and she also doesn't have the True Fear, instant AoE True Fear, which honestly is, as you could probably tell, like, yes, lock cooldown skills can do the same, but she needs 2 moves that are a long cooldown, so she's kind of inferior to Mashald. Mashald is ridiculous. Okay, so how do I want to do this? We're definitely going to want Tyrell in this equation. Because these enemies are going to be super defensive. And they are going to be a problem. So, it would be best if we dealt with them quickly. Get rid of him, the war chief, deal with Norog, who he inspired me to play Raid from the beginning. It pains me to say, that I haven't pulled him. It really does. Him and Mashald are on my dreams list, and to this day, I have not managed to pull them. It's stupid. Like, it's so stupid. There's a reason you want that decreased defense. Is because without it, you're most likely not taking these vermin out. This is going to be a bit of a long run. Because we don't have any deacon here to make this quicker. We have to go for the go second strategy. Let's try to get Miss Valkyrie out of the equation. So you generally don't want that. If I really have to, I'll resort to the Paragon cheese, which will involve Paragon being the only one left alive, but thus far, I actually haven't found I've needed it, which is impressive. And I will gladly take that. There we go, got the decreased defense. We're gonna want to focus that Valkyrie down because that counterattack is just so obnoxious. You do not want that to get started if you can, because that is a major mess you have to clean up whenever that happens. I still don't have a Valkyrie either. I would have loved to have a Valkyrie, but nope. Nope, game is like, no. No, thou shall not have Valkyrie until way, way late in the game. It's literally what it feels like. It's like, you are not having Valkyrie until way, way late in the game. Not freaking Mashald, man. I hate how the lizard dudes are in here. No, not like that. Gonna take these guys out in the back. Good. So you want to take them out as quickly as possible to avoid, you know, it taking all your health. The freaking... Okay, this is going to be kind of spooky. Definitely going to need Gnarlhorn for this one. Most definitely. Because I need something to control the Mortu Macabres. Like so. Let's just attack the Ghostborn while we're at it. That does not help me. We have to take the Mortu out of the equation. Because the Mortu, I can't recover if he decides to peril someone and they die. So ultimately, I have to keep him controlled. Like so. See? We get him into control state and provoked. He can only attack with a basic. He can't necessarily peril when provoked. So that's ultimately why you want to provoke him. Now, here we're going to want for a different strategy a little bit. But we are going to want this. Because we want to burst down these guys real hard. That's the key with dealing fully. If you do not burst down fully... Coronars. Of course it's Coronar! Because why not? Why not Coronars? Why not the League Imitator champ that's really freaking annoying? That the game has never given me. And even if it did give me it, I would not be thrilled. Because I don't want Coronar. I have his partner, Manaya. Thank God this, this Hegemon has no accuracy. Because holy hell, would he be annoying if he did? Because that would mean that he gets first turn and lock cooldown skills and some other BS. And I don't need that right now. Because that usually leads to, you know, death. Okay, good. We gotta take this Foley out, though. This Foley has block revive. I'm not surviving that if he gets going. He's worse than Ethos in that regard. Unfortunately, Foley, like many legendaries, I've never actually pulled a Foley. Maybe one day he'll show up. At least Jintoro did, right? It's floor 59. Generally speaking, we're gonna want Cleo for this. Something to deal with the other guy, these two in the back. You don't want... I know he's a login reward. Grush the Mangler, yes. You don't want Grush the Mangler getting away with mangling. Okay, well, that just increased the priority to focus down Mr. Foley a lot more. Cause see, that increase in crit damage and crit rate is really devastating, by the way. I just want to point that part out. Really don't want him getting going with that. You really don't. Perfect. There we go. Take him out of the equation. Had that Foley been better built, we would have saw some block revives, at least to the other champs. Okay, this is the dangerous floor 60 Magma Dragon. So generally speaking, we're gonna want double res, Cold Heart with a provoke over the top. So there's a number of provokers we can use. Quite frankly, I think we want 2 for this fight. If that fails, we'll get more. The Magma Dragon is back. And he's ferocious. And we'll see what we can do. Alright, so the boss, Magma Dragon, is a major pain in the butt. Okay, good. We got the provoke. good. Okay, good. We got a provoke there too. Just trying to get a provoke on that. Why we're not getting these provokes? The main thing with these provokes is to keep the guy distracted. That's the point. Keep him distracted long enough to stop it from killing the Cold Heart. Heals help. Perfect. There we go. Floor 60 Magma Dragon down. Not bad. Yeah, why not? We're gonna do some arena, keep ourselves propped up in arena medals. This one's going to require a bit more of a touch. So I'm actually going to bring the cleanser out. I'm actually going to bring the Mausoleum Mage out because this guy is actually kind of dangerous. Got it blocked. Give it a go. Zero speed lead. That's why I even bothered. Because I knew they didn't have that much threat against me. Because they used second-rate champs and they didn't gear them like extremely well. So that's why. And also they're mostly magic affinity. So yeah. This is actually a little spooky. You know what? I'll leave most of this alone. And we are going to continue his climb. Good old Jintoro. Remember him? Look at his extra turn shenanigans. Look at this. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Like the second he keeps getting extra turns, the second he gets that, you're in for a world of hurt. That's why he's worth getting 60 and investigating and investing in gear. Because he'll just keep going. This guy will just keep, like, see? Just that, and that. Like, he'll do that all day. That. See, he runs right through them. See that? Second he misses, though, that's when you're kind of in trouble. You want him to do enough damage that he just keeps going with the extra turns again and again and again. And just blow the enemy to shreds, man. Like that's, like, see? Like that. And that. See that? Extra turn came. That's why Jintoro is feared. See that? I mean, true, he has the weakness. If he doesn't do enough damage, he will not take an extra turn, but that's the whole point. The whole point of Jintoro is to try to get him to have as many extra turns as possible, so that the enemy, once you go first, you know, it's game over for whoever has to deal with that. See? Although, generally speaking, as you can see, you're going to want to attack enemies with that move that are weak to it, specifically, so that it's more likely to one-shot. Because the one-shots are where this guy thrives. You see this? If he gets that extra turn, he will blow stuff up. Good. Making some progress. To 1-6. We still want him to go ham. Because he's not... Jintoro's not there yet in terms of levels. He just isn't. But I want to try to continue his madness. Get that going, sell that. I honestly actually don't do the campaign much anymore. Strangely enough. I just don't. Is that odd? Anyone see that? He just was like, nah, man. Nah. We're not even bothering with that. Boss, we're just gonna go like, wham. Good luck. You're off to Aetherius. See, I was farming more food for 6 stars, but the problem with farming more food for 6 stars is, once you get them 6 star, you want to try to aim for maxing them, right? Close to it. So that's something I haven't really been paying too much attention to. And it's something I should do with at least Jintoro and Farrakhan, so they can start blowing stuff up in Arena. You want these mystery shards for food purposes. Who do I want to try? See, I could try this, but I'm going to have to use Vogoth. Because when I get these guys low, good old, see, he won't die. That's the thing. He won't die. And then he's going to hit extra super duper hard. So we want to take him out of the equation first. There's a reason. We want to take him out of the equation first. Try to remove the strengthen. Vogoth is pretty good for that. Want to focus Leorius first, if we can, but I guess this guy's a little too rigged, unfortunately. Like, if my Vogoth was in slightly better shape, then maybe. Gotta clean up Isle tag. Now, I would do this all in one night, but I'm really tired, and I'm not in the mood to do this all in one night. Let's just continue with our Jintoro here, because I honestly just need to get him and him and some of these others up to par, because it's a bit of a shame that I don't have these other champs up to par and geared. Specifically, Jintoro and Farakin. And somewhat Black Knight. Because they deserve better than that. They deserve better than that. I know that if he got that, his cooldown would reset. Because the cooldown reset mechanic is one of the things that makes this champ really cool. If he gets any takedown with his other two abilities, he decreases the Oni's rage ability, which the Oni's rage ability is what gives him ridiculous resets. I mean, ridiculous overall damage output. Trouble is, his gearing is not perfect, which we're just gonna have to fix that. Because this is he will be the guiding star to higher arena, is what he's going to be. Because I need someone like him on my team. Gonna keep going up through the lizard sewers. The Argonian Imperial City sewers, basically. From like Black Marsh. See, yeah, that's what you don't want that. You want the one shot. You want boom, one shot, and then that one shots, and then he goes to the next one, next one, next one. He dominoes you. That's what he does. I think I'm gonna go to select areas. Perfect, there we go. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the stages that I know have champs I like or champs that I think are really nice to have. How's that? That's what I'm going to do. That's my scheme. Go, perfect. Now we get to fight this guy, the crazy. See, the thing is, I know they're weak affinity, so I wasn't expecting to get any resets. That, I think, is the biggest problem with this guy is the lack of, if your gear isn't perfect, the lack of the reset. Because that's when he really comes into his element. is when he kills a target with that ability. That is ultimately when Jintoro gets into his element. Is when he can just smack a target, go to the next one, smack a target, go to the next one, smack a target, go to the next one. Like this, see? That. The second he stops being able to do that is when he kind of runs into a bit of a roadblock. When he can't completely obliterate a target. Let's see how he does versus Mashald. I'm very curious. Oh, we're getting some resets today. There we go. That's more like it. Reset. Second, he doesn't. If he weak hits or he does less damage, that's his problem. When that goes up, see that, because then he kind of ends the story there, and that's usually when you lose. I'd estimate, because the problem is there's a lot of other champs that when they go first, they whip the entire thing. Like they just go like whip that to your whole team, not just to a single target. Is the thing you have to realize whenever you're in arena, right? You don't want that target to live. So that's why I have to get him even better gear and make sure it's leveled. Because I need him to just like go smack, 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 and just not stop, even for a second. Because you don't want to give the enemy team time to breathe when you're in arena. Every second counts, every turn counts. Especially if you're doing something like maintaining gold 4. Which would be ideal, since maintaining gold 4 would mean I get extra arena medals. And then that would mean that I would be able to fill the Great Hall sooner and also complete the Arbiter stuff. This guy also goes well with Arbiter because he's an attack-based nuker, not a defense-based one. So he would actually be complemented by Arbiter. That is how that would work. Perfect, see? That, see, with the set, yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, we're going to keep smacking through these undead hordes. It's amazing how many stages. Each one has 7 stages. And there's like 12 total areas. It's kind of maniacal when you think about it. Still, there's enough factions that campaign could be bigger, especially in Nightmare, because they kind of limited the campaign size. I've heard there's something going on with the Void. There's a new tower in the dungeons area. I've heard a rumor that it's going to be a new thing. but I'm not exactly sure when. Now this is one of my dream champs, Mashald. And the reason he's such a big deal is he got the True Fear mechanic right. And then when he gets the True Fear mechanic, he goes berserk. And when he goes berserk, that you know that he's going to do a lot of pain. Anyone see that damage from Farrakhan? Yeah. Yeah, now this we can skip. Well, actually, no, we're not going to skip. We're going to skip the boss. We're only going to stick with the regular area because of the drop rates for Spirit Host. So that's how we're going to modify this as a session. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to skip the Night Revs thing entirely because I don't want Bystofus. I've learned that Bystofus is not as good of a champ as you might think he is. Because just because it's a boss in this game does not mean it's a good champ. Some of them are, some of them aren't. That's the bitter truth of it. There we go. Because see, Cold Heart is also here. Cold Heart's very valuable. Still haven't pulled one on my other account, which stinks. She's great for Fire Knight. A lot of endgame dungeons. He only takes one smack unless he gets the takedown, and then suddenly it's takedown, 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 take. It's like a dominoes. Hit one, another, another. And it only stops when he either runs out of enemies or doesn't one-shot the enemy. See that? It either stops when he runs out of enemies or he doesn't get the one shot. And that's inherently the problem with that. I used to think Windtalker was such a good champ. No. No. Raid the Doom Tower. Yep, we are raiding it. I am one thing away. Hell, I'd have it by now if my Void Rares weren't in a bind. So, yeah. Brand of Shame. It's powerful, as you can see. The Brand of Shame is powerful. Shame is a powerful weapon. Never forget that. Those who tell you that shame is not a powerful weapon have never truly felt it. That's the truth of the matter. Alright, so we're moving on from there. We don't really want him. The next set is this. This is the next big set. See the pattern? I'm only going for champs I'd actually want. Stages and areas where champs are actually valuable. Which is not all of them. Surprisingly. It is surprisingly not all of them. He's kind of a tanky sucker, isn't he? Thenasil. I've always wanted a Thenasil. Game's like, no. No, you won't have him. We'll give you Black Knight as an interim measure until some other day when you pull a shard and get Thenasil. Sounds like some kind of drug. Now, she I have on a different account. She's okay. I don't think I've truly shown her potential off. Mainly because Fergus I've pulled multiple times, but on both other accounts. The only one who didn't is the account I couldn't get access to. Because I just couldn't recover it. Yep, got those extra turns. Let's get it. Now, this isn't by any means the amount you actually play the campaign. Oh no. No, the amount I actually play the campaign, you don't want to know. That's the truth. You really, just like these people, do not want to know about the extra turn mechanic. The amount I actually play the campaign would make you ill. Straight up. Like, that's the dark reality of it. The amount I actually have to play campaign to get all the levels and materials and you name it, it's a lot. Especially early game. Early game, oh, the amount you play campaign in the early to early mid game is just brutal. You get to see these stages way more than you ever feel like you'd want to see them. Way more. Got one shot. Okay, got some food. I think she could be used for other stuff besides food, but the uses are niche. See what I mean? The second he gets going. We having a party tonight. The Jintoro Fiesta. Fight, Stage 5, Stage 6. And then we'll check what the next boss is. Depending on what the next boss is, depends on whether we keep going. I wish Jintoro was a boss fight in this game, somewhere. But he's not. The only place you can really fight him is, you know, Arena. Got 6. Sell that. Gonna fight Eva. He's not getting the reset again. Get that beat down. Nice. That's the strength of Huraken. If he wants to throw you in the blender, he's throwing you in there. Now, I know this is going to sound bizarre, but I have priorities here. In this case, okay, this is a worthwhile boss. He's worthwhile. These two we're going to, well, we're not skipping this region for a different reason. Same with this. We're skipping this region entirely, and we're going on to that region. So that ultimately is how we're going to end this. So yeah, and we're going to prioritize with Jintoro. That. Stage 1, Stage 2. There's a reason I'm doing this specifically. I was only going to give Black Knight some levels. I want Huraken to get more levels than that. Because Huraken is a big deal. That's the truth. He's a big deal, and because he's a big deal, I want to treat him like a big deal. So, got him. Anyway, we're going through this snowy, weird orc landscape. Orcs are really fun in Elder Scrolls. They're decent in this game, if you can get the right ones. Not all orcs are created equal. Some orcs in this game are ridiculously nice, like Robar and Warlord and Seer. Others are meta bad. Ultimate Gallic is good decent. Gallic is average to below average. He's okay, but he's not. He's good for a starter champ, but he's not like amazingly advanced end game yada yada yada. Like some of these other champs are amazing end game champs, like Warlord, amazing end game champ. Okay, he doesn't do the I think the Gensen or something, that other champ. No, Gembo. Gembo the Dishonored. He doesn't do the Gembo Dishonored thing where he ignores, like, Gembo the Dishonored ignores Unkillable, straight up. He just ignores it. It's one of the reasons why Gembo is very powerful. Because Gembo just does not care. This is an ironclad. He actually can do a boatload of damage, but you'll never see the AI do it. That's the truth. You will never see the AI do that. It's Jintoro time. Well, he didn't get the takedown, so he didn't do Jintoro time stuff, but that it all revolves around that takedown, and he gets that, you know. Then, watch him rip face. He definitely struggles with force because he can't easily one-shot it. That part I can tell. I definitely need to get this guy's gear replaced because I know he has more potential than that. Do you see how much damage he just dealt to this guy? Like, he has potential. The potential is 100% there. 100%. Gonna go to Valdemar. Straight. Gonna continue trying to focus these two. Specifically. That's when I'm going to profit from So we're going to go continuous in the next episode after taking out Bad El-Khazar. Because Bad El-Khazar is a very nice, interesting cleanse champion. One that I've really wanted for a long time. And the game is just like, no. That is just there, that's what the game thinks. No. Now he's not going to do any resets really here much, or any of that, because this is Force Affinity land, surprisingly enough. Well, other than that one, but yeah. This is Force Affinity Land. Although Farrakhan feeds off of that, actually. As you can see. He is getting some extra turns still here and there, though. He's doing some okay damage. It's just not signature Jintoro / Relic Keeper damage, whereby Relic Keeper does that and then he gets a kill on your team in arena and then he resets that over and over and over again. See, this increased damage and crit damage thing, you would think that would make him one shot each every time, but I don't know if it's as much of a boost. Like, it might be if I could tweak it. Huh. I mean, Visix is awesome. She's better than I thought she was, because there was a time when Visix was hated. Like, you did not want to be a Visix fan a while back, because she literally was one of the worst champs in the game. And that, really didn't do favors for her. It has to be said. That swipe. Surely that's going to be a double reset. Surely. Oh, here we go. We're in business now. We're in business now. With that. There we have it. And we've reached Bad Alcazar. Good old Bad Alcazar. Bad Alcazar, you want him. You want Bad Alcazar. They were not saying, like, they were not lying when they said rated OP. Like, Bad Alcazar is insane. Although that doesn't mean that I can't get some crazy damage on him. We'll be continuing this stuff in the next episode, along with more Doom Tower on the other account, and I will see you all then.